talk hot topics. We're going to talk trending topics. We're going to talk about what's going on with the diddler. As everyone know, we covered yesterday what was going on in regards to the possible allegations, in regards to there being some kind of inner agency that's checking out the facility. And I would imagine that there's laws in regards to what should be going on in a facility that's housing individuals that's committed, and if you
That's committed, you know, and
if you don't address the concerns with the facility, if something transpires with someone, that facility would be liable. So, Diddy's lawyers working big time to make things happen, make things move. As we know that there's like an alleged gag order, they're trying to silence the media, they're trying to silence his lawyer from speaking out, they're trying to silence things from leaking. And some had said that the gag order was approved, some was saying it was denied. The biggest thing is that we know that the attorneys, and there needs to be no leak, because what we don't want to have is a mistrial. So let's go ahead and get through the disclaimer, so that way, when everybody flows in, they'll flow in, and the disclaimer will be already done. So, copyright disclaimer: under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by a copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All commas are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. So, like the video as you guys come in. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here, where you're watching from. So many people are wondering and saying, how would his friends sit back and watch, just watch, this man do what's being allegedly said? How is it after so many years, so many people just watched and did nothing? If you're a good person, you're a good person. Your friends say, good job. Good job for getting this business. Good job for doing this. Good job. You know what I'm saying? How is it that he did what he did and none of his friends checked him? None of his friends said, hey, don't you think you should do something different? It almost seems as if over the last 10 years, things alleged got worse. Allege. And if that's true, some of these friends are complicit, and I'm not surprised if they're going to lose their brands, their family situations, what they deem to be something that they worked hard for could literally be stripped once the alleged trial starts. Because what's happening is Diddy's been able to keep a lot of these famous people's secrets. Like the video, like the video. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here. It's going to take people a few minutes to come in. I normally go live at 8 or 9. So whenever I do this 10 o'clock, they're slow to come in. So press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here. So the biggest thing is, we're not going to be shocked when these celebrities lose what they've worked for because of the friend you chose to be around. It's very important. Good morning. Good morning, Kentucky. It's very important. It's important to be around people that's loving, kind, and respectful. Some of my friends were talking, and it's kind of like, why didn't anybody stop him at all? At some point, did you not think that you be told on? How do you not know who somebody's daughter is a mayor, somebody's daughter that's a police chief, somebody's daughter that's a judge? How is it that you got away with X, Y, and alleged Z? Now, there was a page that I was listening to, and I would listen to it maybe, once a month. Not a lot. But when I go on pages and people are like, I don't see it. I don't see how this lawsuit is happening. who is this attorney Busby? Is he working, is he working for so and so to get Diddy? This is the one thing. No attorney that's worked 30 years is going to take on cases without there being somewhat of proof. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is a grown man that's been a lawyer for 30 plus years. He has 90 other lawyers. Why would you think he would mess up his career trying to set Diddy up? Huh? I'm wondering why people are so interesting inside and thinking that attorney Busby was sent to set. And so what, the evidence that he's presenting is fake and he made it up and he's going to make up possible doctor's appointment, possible police reports. It just blows my mind when people act like when lawyers present cases, you're going to mess up your case, you're going to mess up your life for 120 cases that could be false. You're going to mess up your livelihood and you're going to have to explain to your wife that you're creating false narratives. I just don't get how people even say, oh, this one is innocent. Oh, this one's going to get out of jail. There's no way. He's a dad. There's no way he did this. There's no way he touched. Are you being serious? When you hear all the allegations about the diddler, like the video, press 3 if you're new where you're coming in from, press 3 if you're new where you're watching from, and press 5 if you've been here before. So when you hear all these lawsuits, I'm not numb to it. It's just like, wow. If they would have stopped him 10 years ago, do you know how many people would be okay with being okay? A lot of these people, just like the case from yesterday, when I was reading in regards to the 10-year-old, and me and Paris were kind of going back and forth, and it was kind of like the parents hired like a chaperone to kind of guide this young adult to be in the industry. We had already heard for years that the industry is concerning. The industry is concerning. But when the consultant stepped away from that child and that adult wanted a private moment with that child, that consultant should have said, no, I'm here standing in for the parents. I have to stay. I have to stay, or I have to be on the phone call. I have to be a part of it. When you have a young adult and adults make decision to put your precious child or your client in front of a man, and don't think the industry hasn't been talking. The industry has been talking about Diddy for years. For years. And then we hear the makeup artist saw what happened to Cass, called her doctor friend, but they didn't go to the police. I get that people are fearful, but why not have proof of what they did to you? Why not have proof? Just like with Cassie, it's almost like he must have said something interesting to her to not want to go to the hospital, not want to go to the police, not want to go to Attorney General. It's interesting that we're hearing different things about people being talked to. You won't be here. You gonna end up missing. At no point any of his friends said, look here, bro, I'm cool with you. I can't be associated with you if you're making threats. Not everybody can be wrong. So when people say there's no way a man had a 10-year-old and he looking for a private situation and the parents decided not to go to the police. Huh? What are you saying? This is a man that the industry has been talking about for 25 plus 30 years. If you look at the video when Cassie's trying to leave, how he acted, if you look at his videos in regards to his shows, he is a person that feels he can say anything, do anything, and he can't be touched. Somebody put the battery in Diddy's back. to do X, Y, and Z. Somebody put the battery in his back. And how is it that he can wake up every day? He could wake up every day and continue to do what's being alleged. So you go from your grown women, baby mamas, to now you're thinking you could get away with doing things to children. I remember watching a video and they were talking about Diddy inviting the 13-year-old girl to an after party. And you see how he's trying to be swaggy. Are you going to come to the after party? And his friends, Ashton stood by, did nothing. Farnsworth Bentley stood by, did nothing. So whatever happens to these celebrities, you deserve it. Because you didn't protect the children either. You didn't stand by and correct this man and saying, man, you're on video asking a 13-year-old to a party. It's interesting how these videos are resurfacing. Isn't it interesting how we're seeing these videos resurface and nobody said anything? Nobody did anything. No one cared to put this man behind bars years ago. The resurfaced videos with Justin concerning, the resurfaced videos of them being at an award show, and he's asking, it's almost, when you think about it, he's almost asking out a 13-year-old right in our face. He's almost asking out a 13-year-old right in our face. This man is allegedly concerned about getting a fair trial. He's concerned about getting a fair trial. Your friends were complacent. You broke the alleged. Like I said all the time, a judge jury's going to have to decide if there's any wrongdoing. And we understand lawyers have to take cases and they have to defend, their client. But at what point is these attorneys' stomachs not turning? Are they not seeing these video clips come out? Because you have to remember, he liked being recorded and he liked putting things out. Go back and check the videos in regards to him in movies. Did y'all see the video clip where he's talking to the young boys and the young boys are getting advice from Diddy? And they were like, their friend won't wake up. And Diddy's giving them advice on what to do. At no point, nobody on the set said, that seems weird of what you're telling these young two boys to do. Go back and look at him in different movies. And what he's saying in the movies, so concerning. He has been weird for years. In his acting roles, he's been weird. And the things that he says has been weird. And these aren't just clips. These are actually movie roles. He's been telling people for years who he is. And that's why 50 Cent is like, I've been telling y'all for 10 years. And some of these celebrities didn't care. Because maybe they wanted to get down with the get down. And I have the ability to kind of hang out with this man and do stuff that he kind of what he's doing. I'm just when we hear that the fall of these famous people, it's gonna be like good, because you stood by, did nothing. You didn't help children, allege. You didn't help women, allege. If there is something in regards to the baby oil, so concerning. So whatever they lose, and if what is being stated is true, good, you're losing it. Good morning, everyone. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. And also like the video. We're at 4 likes. Let's get the likes up. So we're talking about Diddy and what's being reported. I'm about to turn on my monetization. We're about to get into some of these video clips in regards to the prison as well. Let's get into that clip. Let me do this. Let me hold on 1 second. But like the video as I turn on my monetization. Like the video, like the video. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here. I'm just kind of going on a tangent in regards to these celebrities doing nothing. And this is the other thing. How many other people are like him that's still out there? Are we going to hear somebody else do some foolishness in the next year or 6 months? Good morning, everyone. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here, where you're watching from. It's so concerning that celebrities did nothing and the feds didn't do anything till, 25, 30 years later. Good morning, Buffalo. Good morning, Africa. Good morning, UK. Good morning, Trinidad. Good morning, New York. Good morning, Maryland. I'm just going off on these celebrities, the feds not doing nothing. Victims could have been saved, 20 plus years ago. I'm just angry. And it's kind of like when you hear about the bodyguards talk about Usher and Diddy, that's concerning. How do you smile in some man's face that did X, Y, and Z? Good morning, New York. Okay, so let's get to this clip and hear what they have to say. It's going to play a little fast. Like the videos, you guys come in. Good morning, good morning. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here, where you're watching from. Let's get through some clips while I turn on my monetization.
Be a five-star hotel, we know that, but it's not supposed to be a house of horrors either.
Yeah, the troubled and violent Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn housing Sean Diddy Combs raided by the feds today. They're investigating poor conditions, rampant drug smuggling, mounting violence, and repeated inmate deaths.
Eyewitness News reporter Darla Moss live at the scene in Sunset Park with what's really going on.
Well, Bill, the Bureau of Prisons will only say this is an interagency operation to maintain a safe environment, but sources tell ABC News that inmates are not the target, and attorneys who've been seeing clients here for years say the timing is very curious.
None of these issues are revelations that all of a sudden, oh my goodness, we need to go and address them.
Early Monday morning, staffers at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn met by dozens of federal agents and drug-sniffing dogs in search of any illegal items being smuggled inside.
One is left to wonder, is it the publicity, from...
So now they're wondering if things are being smuggled inside. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. So this is the biggest thing too. Now that he's there, think about it. I haven't heard that there's been an internal investigation or anything prior to Diddy being there. So watch the play, y'all. We gonna have to remember this day.
Those of notoriety, those well-known that are trying to get out of there.
I'm going to try and minimize the amount of time he spends in very, very difficult and I believe inhumane housing conditions.
Sean Combs and crypto mogul Sam Bankman-Fried are currently being held at MDC in Sunset Park, but it's where other high-profile inmates like R. Kelly, Michael Cohen, Fetty Wap, and farmer bro Martin Scarelli were lodged at one point in time.
There is constant violence. I have with me right now memo after memo after memo as to lockdowns. I can't tell you how many times I go to visit a client and I'm turned away because there's either an emergency count or there's an emergency lockdown.
In September, 9 inmates at MDC were indicted for violent crimes, including 2 murders inside the facility. 7 staff members have been arrested on a range of crimes, from accepting bribes to providing contraband in the last 5 years. And just 2 weeks ago, federal prosecutors announced a Queens murder-for-hire plot that was orchestrated from inside of MDC using an illegal cell phone that was captured on surveillance video back in December 2023. And in 2019, the Department of Justice sought an investigation into a power and heat outage at MDC that lasted more than a week in the dead of winter.
I visit clients at other federal facilities, and I don't see this.
So that's the biggest thing. That may have been the facility that Yandy was standing outside of with them in regards to the facility not having any heat. We understand anytime something goes on, it has to be reported. But it's interesting how this is happening since Diddy has been there, right or wrong. It's interesting that this is happening. So I'm not saying something in regards to, I'm wondering if Diddy's lawyer is in assistance with trying to do a cleanup and making the facility less dangerous, less infested, there has to be proper codes that they're given. Because if your conditions are not what they should be, that's not good. It then angers individuals. You're already in there. You got to do your time. Okay. And I'm not saying the facility should be squeaky clean and there shouldn't be issues, but it's interesting how this is happening while he's there. Right or wrong. Like the video. Like the video. Yeah, like the video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here, where you're watching from. When you look at famous people that hung out with them, it's almost like you lose so much respect, because it's kind of like you had to have known something if the allegations are true. And think about it. When friends talk, what are you telling your friends that you did the night before? What are you telling and you stood by and did nothing? We have to think about his friends for the last 10 years that hung out with the bodyguards, the chefs. If what is true, it's going to be concerning. And people don't need to look at famous people as the end all be all. Oh, a lot of these people are about to lose it all. Just by being affiliated with, associated with, they're about to lose a lot. They're about to lose it all. And some of them won't come out on the other end. They won't. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here. Good morning, everyone. We're talking Diddy. We're talking lawsuit. Right now, I'm looking at a video, and I don't know how true it is. It's basically saying 6 celebrities who have fled the U.S. after the Diddy situation. And I don't think this is true. And so certain times, I only post what I need to post. And I'm not going to post something that's false. But a lot of people are quiet, and they're quiet because they don't want the eyes on them. They don't want eyes on them. They don't want eyes on them. Okay, so there's that. Did he? So in this report, it's basically being said that Diddy's accused of SA in regards to making the band Teenage Contestant. So concerning. So concerning. Okay, so let's play the end of this clip. Come on in, everyone. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here, where you're watching from. We're trying to get to 32K. Please subscribe to the page. And please turn on your notification. Let's play the rest of this clip.
Federal prosecutors announced a Queens murder-for-hire plot that was orchestrated from inside of NBC using an illegal cell phone that was captured on surveillance video back in December 2023. And in 2019, the Department of Justice sought an investigation into a power and heat outage at MDC that lasted more than a week in the dead of winter.
I visit clients at other federal facilities, and I don't see this.
Now, this interagency operation could last for several days. Reporting live in Sunset Park, Darla Miles, Channel 7 Eyewitness.
So this is in regards to the jail. Let's get to the next clip. Y'all know me. I'll bring y'all to TTT. Because yesterday, a lot of people weren't talking about what was happening. Let's get to this next clip. Like the video.
But it's not supposed to be a house of horrors either.
Like the video. Come on in. So I was trying to get an understanding because they were outside. There was just cars and videos just watching the building. So like the video. We're playing the clip. We're trying to understand what happened in regards to the jail that Diddy was at. Like the video. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here. Like the video. Now, like I said, a judge, jury will have to decide, but everybody can't be wrong. Here's the video.
Yeah, the troubled and violent Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn housing Sean Diddy Combs raided by the feds today. They're investigating poor conditions, rampant drug smuggling, mounting violence, and repeated inmate deaths.
Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles live at the scene in Sunset Park with what's really going on.
Well, Bill, the Bureau of Prisons will only say this is an interagency operation to maintain a safe environment, but sources tell ABC News that inmates are not the target, and attorneys who've been seeing clients here for years say the timing is very curious.
None of these issues are revelations that all of a sudden, oh my goodness, we need to go and address them.
Early Monday morning, staffers at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn met by dozens of federal agents and drug-sniffing dogs in search of any illegal items being smuggled inside.
One is left to wonder, is it the publicity, from those of notoriety, those well-known that are trying to get out of there?
I'm going to try and minimize the amount of time he spends in very, very difficult and I believe inhumane housing conditions.
Sean Combs and crypto mogul Sam Bankman.
So he's definitely trying to get him transferred too. Watch the play. He's trying to get him transferred. If he has proof and documentation that the conditions are not suitable for his client, that might be why he's pushing to get him out of there, which is understandable. They had already said the facility he's at, he can't properly work on his defense. So his lawyers do whatever he can. We get it.
Free are currently being held at MDC in Sunset Park, but it's where other high-profile inmates like R. Kelly, Michael Cohen, Fetty Wap, and Farmer Bro Martin Scarelli were lodged at one point in time.
There is constant violence. I have with me right now memo after memo after memo as to lockdowns. I can't tell you how many times I go to visit a client and I'm turned away because there's either an emergency count or there's an emergency lockdown.
In September, 9 inmates at MDC were indicted for violent crimes, including 2 murders inside the facility. 7 staff members have been arrested on a range of crimes, from accepting bribes to providing contraband in the last...
Staff members are getting arrested. What? You're working at a jail and you're getting arrested too? My goodness.
5 years. And just 2 weeks ago, federal prosecutors announced a Queens murder-for-hire plot that was orchestrated from inside of MDC using an illegal cell phone that was captured on surveillance video back in December 2023. And in 2019, the Department of Justice sought an investigation into a power and heat outage at MDC that lasted more than a week in the dead of winter.
I visit clients at other federal facilities, and I don't see this.
Yeah, it's a concern, y'all. And who's to say that they're not getting proper money to properly fund it and clean it up? Some places should even be shut down. But he's doing this to make sure he could try and get him transferred. They had to do an investigation. They had to. Let's get to the next clip. Hold on.
The first step to tackling your credit card debt.
Like the video. There's about 300 and something in. Please don't forget to subscribe, everyone. There's about 396 in. Please don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to get to 32K. My show talks hot topics, trending topics. We bring the TTT. I do breakdowns in regards to what I think you guys are going to want to hear. Like the video. We only have 10 likes. Let's get the likes up to 200. Let's get the likes to 200. It pushes me into the algorithm.
Detention center in Brooklyn this morning for a safety operation. Chopper 2 captured various agencies on the ground, including the Federal Bureau of Prisons, the Department of Justice, and the Office of the Inspector General. Sean Diddy Combs is currently being held there on sex trafficking charges. A law enforcement spokesman tells us the operation was planned but offered no other specifics. The Metropolitan Detention Center has faced scrutiny over poor conditions, including violence and staffing shortages.
So his attorney is working overtime, y'all. When have you heard that this facility has gotten this much attention? It hasn't. So his attorney is doing his doggone thing, trying to get, that place cleaned up, because you figure Diddy's a millionaire and the conditions are poor. And if you're hearing that people are allegedly passing, you're hearing that workers are getting arrested. What are we doing here? It shouldn't even be happening in regards to that jail. It's like they're even complacent. So you have him that has his own issues. He's concerned about things being brought in and things. And then if his attorney can't get in because there's a lockdown, because there's something going on, that's going to even further prolong his case. An attorney just said that sometimes he can't get in to even speak with his client because it's on lockdown. And if that's always happening, that's an issue too. And I'm not trying to defend or clean up or whatever. He got himself in this situation, and that's why you're there, is because people allowed you to get away with stuff for so long. But we see the play. His lawyer is going to keep busy, stay busy, and do whatever he can do for the diddler. Because Diddy is not the type to just sit back. He wants to control everything. He's been able to make celebrities feel like they're never going to get caught. He's been able to make a lot of celebrities feel like you're never going to get caught. I haven't been. I've been doing this. I got this person in my back pocket. I got this person in my back pocket. Oh, all the allegations. The biggest thing I'm going to keep an eye on is the racketeering. Baby, when the racketeering starts, that's going to be the big play. We're talking about Diddy. We're talking about the agency, internal agency situation yesterday. We're talking hot topics, trending topics. We're going to get to this next video. Like the video as you guys come in. Like the video as you guys come in. We're now going to talk about the alleged allegations. Like the video as you guys come in. Sorry about my voice. Do I have any water? Sorry about my voice. But yeah, we have about 390 something in. Can I please get 300 people to please subscribe and thank you? And don't forget to continue to hit the like button. You guys, we're at 12 likes. We should be at 200.
Why am I so hungry? Because you're watching.
Hold on. Like the video, like the video.
Lawsuits accusing Sean Diddy Combs of sexually assaulting two boys, one of them very young.
Yeah, in fact, the first says the hip-hop mogul.
It's accusing Sean Diddy Combs of sexually assaulting two boys, one of them very young.
Yeah, in fact, the first says the hip-hop mogul drugged and assaulted a 10-year-old boy here in the city in a hotel back in 2005. The other suit accuses him of a similar assault in 2008 against a then 17-year-old who was trying to become a contestant on the Making the Band reality TV show. Attorneys for Combs denied the new claims, saying the lawyer who filed him is seeking publicity. Of course, the 54-year-old music mogul remains jailed in
So that's the case we had just
after pleading not guilty to racketeering and
that's the case we had just talked about. So the alleged Making the Band person.
sex trafficking charges.
Let me go back. Like the video, like the video.
There are some new lawsuits accusing Sean Diddy Combs of sexually assaulting two boys, one of them very young.
Yeah, in fact, the first says the hip-hop mogul drugged and assaulted.
Hold on one second. Like the video, like the video.
Assaulted a 10-year-old boy here in the city in a hotel back in 2005. The other suit accuses him of a similar assault in 2008 against a then 17-year-old who was trying to become a contestant on the Making the Band reality TV show. Attorneys for Combs denied the new claims, saying the lawyer who filed him is seeking publicity. Of course, the 54-year-old music mogul remains jailed in Brooklyn after pleading not guilty to racketeering.
So Diddy is saying this is not true. They're only seeking media attention. We're going to constantly hear his lawyer say it's not true. Like the video, like the video. Let's get the likes up, you guys. We're at about 493 people in here. Let's get the likes up. Double tap the screen, hit the thumbs up above the video, below the video. It actually helps pushing me out to the algorithm. Let's get the likes up. Oh, sweetie, if you don't want to be here, go on your own channel. We're talking a lot of TTT here. We're doing breakdowns. That's what my page do. If you're bored, go somewhere else. Be kind in the comments or you will be timed out. Be kind in the comments or you will be timed out. Go on your own page and talk your ish. Go on your own page. Okay, so we're going to talk about he's missing out in regards to his twins as well. He's missing out on his twins as well. Recently, there was a post in regards to his twins are going to homecoming. We're talking hot topics, trending topics. We're talking hot topics, trending topics. Welcome, welcome. Please like the video. Please like the video. Let's get to the twins. If you guys didn't catch the video, I did a video in regards to the sons supporting the twins. It looked like they were like, you know, when you have homecoming, there's outdoor and people are awarded for being like a cheerleader or football. And it's kind of like maybe like a parents' night. So it looks like Justin and Quincy and Christian might have kind of stepped in to be there for the twins. It can't be easy for them in regards to their dad not being there.
Behind the scenes.
Their big brother Christian sharing this video of the 17-year-olds getting ready for their big night.
Queens. Homecoming queens. Sheesh, that look good.
Kimora Lee Simmons, who was best friends with their late mother Kim Porter, and Kimora's eldest daughter Ming Lee, also by the girl's side, posting snaps of them in their matching red.
That's nice that Kimora Lee Simmons was there taking pictures with the girls and helping them get ready. Kimora Lee Simmons was so close to Kim Porter. Do y'all remember the video and the clip of Kamora Lee Simmons being at the door, and she was just shocked that Kim's no longer here. Kamora looked like she was gutted. So for her to still be there for the twins is a really great thing. Let's continue with the video.
Dresses. Kamora writing in the caption, "My beautiful babies." What you're seeing here is probably our normal dynamic of life. Along with Christian, Delilah and Jesse's brothers Quincy and Justin were also there. Kamora sharing this sweet pic of all the siblings.
Jurors are going to want to see that Diddy has the support of his family, and I expect those kids to be sitting behind him every day of trial. And of course, we know that jurors are ordinary people and they can't help but follow the news. So to the extent that potential jurors see that family support, that's helpful as well.
Diddy's been in jail since September 16th. After being arrested for multiple allegations of abuse, he was charged with racketeering and sex trafficking claims, but maintains his innocence.
He believes he's innocent. I believe he's innocent, and we're going to
Like the video. Press 3 if you knew where you're watching from. Press 3 if you knew where you're watching from. What's going on in this video? Usher and Diddy having a good old time, and it's like, what's going on? This is crazy. Yeah, that's what's going on. And if what's being true, then that's the biggest thing. Then you hear that there was a video from Usher saying, you know, how he felt about him, but he's kept his distance from Diddy. I don't think Usher connected with Diddy when he had his Super Bowl event. And remember, Usher went to go see Russell, and people were like, why is Usher spending time with Russell Simmons? That's interesting. But I guess Kamora, Usher, they all still connect with, you know, the Simmons. So let's continue with the video. This is his lawyer speaking out. Hold on one second. Like the video.
Behind him every day of trial. And of course, we know that jurors are ordinary people and they can't help but follow the news. So to the extent that potential jurors see that family support, that's helpful as well.
Diddy's been in jail since September 16th. After being arrested for multiple allegations of abuse, he was charged with racketeering and sex trafficking claims, but maintains his innocence.
He believes he's innocent. I believe he's innocent, and we're going to fight this case with all of our might until we don't have to fight any longer.
Earlier this month, a source told ET, being in jail has been a scary situation for Diddy and his children. You guys have any comments? With their dad in jail,
So, of course, the kids are getting out of the car. People asking the kids questions. How do you feel? And some were saying that they were surprised that the twins were there. Of course they need to be there. They need to be able to see their dad. Because remember, it was the boys at first. And the boys were thinking, remember in the alleged video calls, the boys thought the dad was getting out. Well, Dad, you're about to get out, you know, blah, blah, blah. But when they kept him in there, the girls knew they had to go to. Praying for his children, period. What did they know? What did they see? What did they have to be a part of? Because they're children. People are like, he should have made better decisions. Here you are, taking the girls on a trip, and you got your mule with you that has XYZ. Let's continue with the clip. Please don't forget to subscribe, you guys. We're trying to get to 32K. So please subscribe. There's about 490 in. If I can get 400 people to please subscribe and thank you. We're going to hit 32K soon. And if you've already subscribed, thank you. Let's continue with the video. Fair use.
source says the family's been leaning on each other and trusted friends. It's a very tight circle at this point, and they have been careful about who they speak to.
Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires.
Diddy's been ordered to remain in prison until his federal trial set for May 5th.
So the trial set for May 5th. Press 3 if you knew where you're watching from. Press 3 if you knew where you're watching from. Hello, Virginia. Press 5 if you've been here. Press 5 if you've been here. Yeah, I mean, the girls, his children deserved a life. And it's almost like what he's decided to do to have fun, these parties, it's almost like, okay, I didn't live my life. Now I'm in jail and y'all got to defend for yourself. Kim's not here, you know, and I'm hoping that the other moms have stepped in. Have y'all noticed that you'll see Kamora with the girls more so than the other baby mamas with the girls? Have y'all noticed that? You don't often see just, who is it? You don't often see the other baby mamas hanging together. It's almost like we want our separate situation. So with the youngest child, Quincy will be over there, the kids will be over there, And it's not, and I've seen Kamora with the youngest baby mom too, but it's not like you'll see the baby mamas all hanging together. And I don't recall seeing the baby mamas come to court either. So what's that all about? You know what I mean? And he's got a few baby mamas, so I'm surprised the baby mamas aren't showing up to court. Okay, like the video, like the video, like the video. Thanks for being here, everyone. I'm happy everyone's here. I don't know if you don't know, but yesterday we talked about the other allegations of what Diddy's dealing with. And people are just kind of flabbergasted that we continue to hear the lawsuits. Now, mind you, I keep saying this. There were 6 lawsuits that were presented about 2 weeks ago. Last week, there were 7 lawsuits. And then this week, it's 1 in regards to an alleged 10-year-old. And there may be an alleged 17-year-old in regards to the making of the ban. But we saw how he treated his people. We saw it. We saw it. And some people continue to work with him and just suck it up. No, dude. I mean, that's why he is the way he is. It's irritating. Let me see if there's anything else I missed. Yep, this is the one I want to get to. Hold on one second.
I'm 56, and my husband says
like the video, like the video. There's about 400 something in. If I could please get 400 people to please subscribe, and thank you. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. Help push me into the algorithm. Let's get to this clip.
Themselves from each other. They're not doing appearances together. He says it's all part of a rebrand they seem to be undergoing because their joint image has become so toxic. What else can you tell us about this? Rita, how many times have you and I used...
Fair use, fair use. Like the video, like the video. Let's continue to get the likes up. It pushes me out into the algorithm. Hitting the like button is free, free, free. And to subscribe is free, free, free. We do have memberships. And any super chats are welcome. Not required, but they're welcome.
The words rebrand and Harry and Meghan in the same sentence. It's becoming exhausting when it comes to these two. But what I can tell you is that Radar Online here in the States, their headline today is Ruthless Meghan Markle set to give henpecked husband Harry the chop after she butchered ties with dad and royal family before axing her closest friends. And Radar saying specifically that they are delving into some of these rumors that are exploding that the Sussexes have secretly separated. So clearly a rebrand is what we would prefer. Hopefully this expert is right, but stateside.
And they said Diddy used to be so enamored by Prince Harry, Prince William. He wanted them to come to his party so bad. Don't think that they didn't know what was going on. So the picture we saw, somebody snapped that picture. Because his publicist said he would ask about them all the time, which was kind of weird. Diddy wanted to be around a lot of famous people. So then other people would want to come to his parties and events.
They're saying that this separation could be much more meaningful.
Wow, that would be massive news. And what would follow? Would Harry go back to the UK, the prodigal son, and rejoin the family, become a working royal again? Can you see that even as a possibility?
Not if Prince William has anything to do with it. I think he's got a lot of begging to do to his brother. I think King Charles is always going to have a soft spot in his heart for Harry. But, I mean, Prince William was trying to protect his wife in the midst of cancer while Harry and Meghan were lobbing grenades at them. And I can't imagine.
The title is not what they're talking about. So let me exit out of there. Because it said something about there's enemies or something like that. So let me exit from that. Like the video, like the video. Yeah, we have about 500. Let's get the likes up, you guys. Double tap the screen, hit the thumbs up above the video, below the video. I appreciate everyone being here. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for being here. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. You're making your daily stop. Well, thank you for making your daily stop. Thank you for making your daily stop in. I appreciate it. Oh, that title interesting. So I'll have to listen to that one later. Certain stuff I have to listen to before I present it to y'all. Like the video, like the video. Okay, we're about to get into this clip.
If you're seeing this video, it's your sign.
Thanks for being here, everyone. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here before. Welcome, NJ. Everybody keep coming in. What's this? Diddy and Usher chilling. And I'm wondering about him and his friends. Like the video, like the video.
10-year-old boy. Senior investigative correspondent Eric Trisky here with the details. Good morning, Eric.
Good morning, George. Sean Combs is already fighting multiple sex assault allegations, each one more disturbing than the next. His latest accuser says he was 10 years old at the time. This morning, a California man alleges he was 10 years old when Sean Combs sexually assaulted him during a 2005 visit to New York. He was trying to break into the music industry, and a civil lawsuit says his parents left him with a consultant who brought him to meet Combs. The lawsuit says Combs complimented plaintiff on his rapping and told plaintiff that he could make him a star. Then the lawsuit says Combs abruptly pushed plaintiff down and said words to the effect of, "You have to do some stuff you don't want to do sometimes," before forcing him to perform a sex act. Said the lawyer behind this lawsuit is interested in media attention rather than the truth, and repeated that Mr. Combs never sexually assaulted or trafficked anyone, man or woman, adult or...
To even say that you have to do things sometimes you don't want to do, you don't want it. Sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do. Saying that is crazy. When we heard about the alleged girl from last week in regards to when she got woozy and then alleged, he said, you're ready to party. So concerning. But a judge, jury will have to decide if there's any wrongdoing. I have to say that. Protect my channel. Press 3 if you're new where you're watching from. Press 3 if you're new where you're watching from. Welcome, Florida. Welcome, Chicago. Welcome, Canada. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Let's continue with the video. Fair use.
Minor. In another new civil lawsuit, a man alleges he was 17 and auditioning for Making the Band when Combs assaulted him under the guise of questioning how he would handle situations involving sexual pressure. Combs denied this claim, too.
These newly filed civil cases against Diddy are not operationally going to have an effect on his...
So if you did not know, there's a 10-year-old and a 17-year-old. Some people are kind of trying to put that situation from last week. No, there's a 10-year-old concern and a 17-year-old concern. Like the video, like the video. Yeah, let's get the likes up, everybody. Let's get the likes up. Press 3 if you're new where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here where you're watching from. Continue to get the likes up. Push me out into the algorithm. And don't forget to subscribe. There's about 400 in the building. Subscribe to the page. We're trying to get to 32K. Let's continue with the video. Fair use.
Criminal trial. Now, if there is new evidence that is not in the hands of law enforcement that does come out during the civil trial, law enforcement can look at that information and determine if they're going to use it in their case against Diddy.
The new lawsuits are the latest in a long list of civil claims against the music mogul. An Arizona woman says she took these images of Combs at a 2014 party in his Las Vegas hotel suite where she claimed he sexually assaulted her. And a then 13-year-old girl said Combs attacked her after the VMAs in the year 2000. Combs attended the award show with his then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez. Combs denies all of it. Each of the lawsuits is filed individually, leaving Combs to fight the accusations in multiple courtrooms. Combs has pleaded not guilty to criminal charges and is being held without bail at the federal jail in Brooklyn. A judge has described conditions there as dreadful, and there's an ongoing operation to rid the place of weapons and drugs.
The conditions of the jail are what Diddy is arguing should also be why he should have at-home detention before trial. This investigation could lend some credence to that argument.
Combs was once a prominent record producer, liquor promoter, media chairman, fashion executive. The criminal charges and the civil claims have damaged his reputation and diminished his wealth, although, guys, he is still thought to be worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
The civil lawsuits can wipe that out in a second.
Ruin it all, for sure.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that people are saying, that he has the attorney. He never got...
It's Are You Meant to Be a Life Coach ebook. It's free.
People are trying to say he got rid of that attorney. He did not get rid of that attorney. He kept that attorney on, and he added more attorneys. So people can be probably investigating the jail. People can be hopefully trying to get him transferred. People can probably look at what's going on in the media. People can try and figure out where the leaks are coming in from. He hired more lawyers because of all that's going on. This is the one thing. Many of us were shocked about the 120 alleged victims. Praying for the victims too. I say that in every video. Praying for all the victims. Diddy has known what he's done over the last 30 years. He was probably just waiting for it to unfold. Real talk. He's known what he's done for the last 30, 40 years. What lady's a joke? I know you ain't talking about me. I'm true to this game. My page had 33,000 subscribers. We now at 30, almost 32K. So be kind in the comments. I'm on one today. I'll block you and keep you blocked. So be kind in the comments. Like I said, my page has done extremely well. If you don't like what's being said, go to your page and, talk your ish over there. So let's my biggest thing is his friends must have knew something. His friends must have heard something. His friends might have been a part of something did something, they allowed it, the police allowed it, you know, a lot of people didn't step in. We're not going to ever talk about who's on the videos. We don't know. We can't confirm or deny, but they're trying to stop the leaks in regards to that too. They don't want people talking about who's allegedly on these videos. Like the video, like the video, like the video. Press 3 if you're new where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here where you're watching from. Thanks for being here, everyone. Thanks for subscribing. I am seeing the subscribers go up. And don't forget to continue to hit the like.
In a jail in New York City, held without bail. One accusation from a man who claims to have been just 10 years old when he performed for the mogul in a hotel room. Then someone else in the room allegedly gave him a soda that made him feel, quote, a little funny. And then he says Combs sexually assaulted him.
So you're giving soda to kids. So you're lacing pop. Because you know a kid's going to say, oh yeah, I'll take that. Allege. You're lacing drinks for kids, allege.
The second suit from someone auditioning for Making the Band who alleges he endured multiple sexual assaults by Combs at the age of 17 during the 3-day audition. Both civil suits filed by the same attorneys who have said they are evaluating claims by scores of alleged victims. Combs has denied all allegations and has pled not guilty to criminal charges.
So like I said, there's a 10-year-old, 17-year-old. In what world did this guy think that he was going to get away with these allegations? In what world did he think that he was going to be able to get away with? Now, we remember Kanye used to be close to him, Jay-Z, DJ Khaled, French Montana. Who else is he close to? Y'all go ahead and name some names. Who else has he been close to in the last 10 years? Kanye walked away from Jay-Z and Diddy about 5 years ago. It might have been more. Kanye might have stepped away about 5 or 8. Yeah, 5 to 8. Because even though he was going through that situation with Kim, you could see that they were kind of separated. We saw the pictures. None of his friends knew nothing. Like the video, press 3 if you knew where you're watching from. Yep, the mill. Let's name some more of his friends over the last 10 years. Well, I'm saying they didn't lock him up. He's been doing stuff for the last 25 years. 25, 30 years. Many people are upset that he didn't get, in trouble in regards to the club situation, in regards to the school situation. People, yes, that one too. That one too. Because when he did that video and he asking that 13-year-old, he basically asking her out. When you think about it, are you coming to a party? You asking a 13-year-old out. You look weird, dude. Yes. Think about all the people he's been cool with for the last 20 years. Just keep naming names. Just keep naming names. Yeah, he does have a lot of money, but he should have had his house raided a long time ago. I'm wondering if they're going to do a breakdown of when he started allegedly lacing stuff. So here you are, big grown man, you're at a hotel, you're giving a pop to a kid and it's lace and nothing inside your head ain't telling you to not do that. Oh yeah, that's going to be interesting, whatever happens in regards to that in this year or next year. In regards to, yeah, that's going to be interesting. You better believe I got a bunch of clips saved about her. Yes, I do. I got a bunch of clips saved about her. Think about who her friends were in regards to Miss O. A lot of her friends went to jail for XYZ. Yep. A lot of her friends went to jail. And she's standing there taking pictures with them. Birds of a feather, flock, flock, flock. Like the video. There's about 466 in. Can I please get 400 people to please subscribe? We're trying to get to 32K. Who are they talking about in the comments? They must not be, they can't be talking to me. Birds of a feather. So when you see all these famous people fall down, lose their businesses, some of these famous people are going to travel the world because they don't want to be a part of this case. Thanks for subbing. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for subbing. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for subbing. Be kind in the comments. No weird stuff. I'll time you out. No weird stuff today. I ain't even here for that. So let's continue with this video. Like the video. Like the video. Thanks for being here, everyone. There's about 320. There's about 200. Don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to get to 32K. Continue to hit the like button, you guys. It pushes me out into the algorithm.
Soda that made him feel, quote, a little funny. And then he says Combs sexually assaulted him.
The
second suit from someone auditioning for Making the Band who alleges he endured multiple sexual assaults by Combs at the age of 17 during the 3-day audition. Both civil suits filed by the same attorneys who have said they are evaluating claims by scores of alleged victims. Combs has denied all allegations and has pled not guilty to criminal charges. For much more on the growing legal cases against Diddy, watch the full episode of Impact by Nightline. Diddy, drugs,
like the video, like the video. Thanks for being here, everyone. So we've talked about the 10-year-old, we talked about the 17-year-old, and many people are speaking out. You figure there's 120 cases. We've already heard about 14. There's still almost 100 to go. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a situation in regards to the Playboy Mansion. Now, I don't know if he was lacing stuff. If we're hearing alleged things are being laced with women and children, and if they can prove it, think back. Remember the case from last week? The guy took a picture of the alcohol, what was given to him. So that's like his proof that he was kind of there. But, Kanye tried to tell us. Kanye tried to tell us. But who knows? Thanks for subbing. Who knows what Kanye was a part of? You know what I mean? He was cool with Kanye, DJ Khaled, French Montana, the K's and the J's. Here's Chloe talking about, yeah, I went to a party. You know, French Montana was there. Justin Bieber was there. People didn't have clothes. What did the K's and the J's know? What did his driver know? What did the chef know? What did the, other securities that he had over the last 5 years? When you think about Diddy, his ex-bodyguards has spoke out over the last 5 years. They've been telling it all, even more so. I say Roger Bond has been speaking out probably for the last 5 months, 6 months. But before that, I didn't know who Roger Bond was. Yeah, but basically the whole music industry is a concern. Because it's almost like they're into weird stuff and they want to get other people into the weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then some of these celebrities are like, no, I'm not ready for y'all to tell my name yet. Let me get this product out. So do you notice a lot of celebrities are pushing out a bunch of products? Yep. A lot of celebrities are pushing out a bunch of products. They're trying to get to that millionaire, billionaire status. And here it is. French is over there in Dubai. He got him a new woman. Cat Williams did tell us. And that's why the industry was mad at Shannon Sharp for having Cat Williams on the show, because they knew it was coming. It's almost like, stop telling on us. Don't tell our secrets. He said he didn't care who you were. Did he? He didn't care who you were. And then some people didn't want to go on Shannon Sharp's show after Cat Williams. Oh, you don't want to be told on? You don't want to let people know how creepy you are? Hollywood, Holly weird. This is just the beginning, y'all. I think a lot of us are going to be shocked, but not really shocked, but kind of shocked. It's like, how could you? How could you be so complacent? Yeah, I remember when Kevin did that, hosting thing, that was weird and creepy too. Oh, I'm not going to sit on the bed. There was something on the bed then. The girl was in the tub and her hair, caught on fire. Remember? His friends had to have known. And some of his friends are married. Some of his friends had girlfriends. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Ooh wee. I ain't think about that. I'm just now seeing that name. A lot of people are saying the Ashton. A lot of people are talking about the Ashton. And then I saw a picture of Lori Harvey. What would make, come on, Steve been in the game for so long. Steve been in the game too long. How is it that you having dinner with that dude? You know what I'm saying? The industry has been talking. How does a Lori Harvey end up dressing in a similar outfit, dating, and then allege they were trying to say she either who did she date? Who did she date? Was it Justin or Christian? Do y'all remember when they said after she dated this one, then she went to that one, or she went from the son to the dad? Steve been in the game too long to let that happen. Y'all had dinner. Y'all took pictures. Your daughter's sitting up to him, acting like everything's all right. Come on, the industry's been talking. He should have forbid that. And no, we're not taking pictures. No, we're not having dinner. I don't want to be caught up in that. It just shocks me. It just shocks me that people are so complacent. It just shocks me that people are so complacent. And these famous celebrities still want people to support them. We knew you was friends with him. We knew you used to hang out with him. You know? It's like, no. And then many people are like, Mr. Busby, don't allow these famous people to pay off and not tell us who is doing XYZ. We want to know. And I think we will find out whether they believe it or not. Yeah, it shocks me that Steve did nothing. They out having dinner, you know. Mm-mm. Luckily, Cassie moved on and she dated the trainer. Everybody was like, here you are dating Diddy, and here you are, you leaving with the trainer. Yeah, she was trying to save her life. Alex Fine came in at a good time to save Cassie from the bull, because I'm sure she was tired of his stuff. Even though what we saw in regards to Diddy Cassie, there's no telling how many other times he did that. He knows. When they went to his house, they know. They seen the videos. And this is the other thing I told y'all before. Little Rod has tapes too. Yes, he does. Little Rod has tapes too. Like the video. And then we're trying to figure out what's really going on with Jamie Foxx. Did something happen with Jamie Foxx? Yes or no? We're trying to figure it out. Oh, I'm getting a lot of traction. There's a lot of people in here. Like the video. Continue to hit the like, you guys. Continue to hit the like. Continue to hit the like. Continue to hit the like. Let me double check the news, see what's being talked about. But many people are like, this is sad. And if you guys did not know, Jennifer Lopez ex-husband speaking out. We got Kanye. This is a video Kanye talking about Diddy.
Part of the deal for you to be a do all that and get out of jail is that you promise
So y'all got to remember how Kanye said, they can't come after me because I never did nothing to nobody. Did y'all catch that, T? When Kanye said, I never did nothing to nobody. Y'all remember when Kanye said that? So he was basically talking about some of these celebrities that have made it to where people are no longer here.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck because you can't shoot nobody anyway. And the reason why you got to talk is because you did a deal, you fucking fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you going to go pull my co-car. So y'all niggas shut the fuck up about me. Now let me say it calm. You niggas shut the fuck up about Michael. I'm Michael now. Every Michael you can think of. But mostly.
So he says the Michael thing for a reason. May do a deeper dive in regards to that. But Kanye was telling us. Kanye probably saw stuff, new stuff. He might even, we don't know. We don't know. We don't know.
And get out of jail is that you promise that you're going to go pull my co-car. So y'all niggas shut the fuck up about me. Now let me say it calm. You niggas shut the fuck up about Michael. I'm Michael now. Every Michael you can think of. But mostly Godfather Michael now. But as far
Hollywood. There's some weird stuff going on. Like the video. Press 3 if you're new where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here. And you got to remember when Kanye said they tried to give me this medicine and I would have been out of it. And they didn't want to tell him what was in the medicine because they were allegedly trying to take him out. And then it would have made it seem like he took himself out. Kanye was very clear about what was going on with him. You gotta watch the play. Some of these celebrities' money, think about it. Justin Bieber just said that he's thinking about suing his business manager because his money was missing. Some of these famous people, money is missing because there's other people that's doing stuff and they're trying to take other people money and they're trying to put a lot of people under conservatorship. They were trying to put Kanye under conservatorship. They were trying to put Justin under conservatorship. Look at what Britney Spears went through. Watch the play. It's all going to unfold. And you guys are going to say, this dot connects, this dot connects, this dot connects, this dot. Wendy Williams, conservatorship. Some of these famous people are trying to put and watch the play. Some of these famous people might be slip stuff. They might be being slipped stuff outside of Diddy. Some of these famous people are going through stuff because there's other people trying to get their money. They're trying to get their money. And you got to remember, in regards to people's masters, I'm telling you, when this trial comes out, we're going to hear so much stuff in regards to this person, this person finances, that we're not just going to only hear in regards to what's put in people's drinks. It's all going to tie in. Like the video. There's about 400 some in. If I can get 400 people to please subscribe. We're trying to get to 32K. Like the video. There's about 500 people in. If I could please get 500 people to please subscribe and thank you. We're trying to get to 32K. Yeah. And once the trial happens, we're going to be like, wow. That connects that in regards to finances. And you got to remember, they're saying in regards to RICO, we got to really look at how long the YSL RICO happened. And it's been going on, 5 months, 6 months? So he has traffic issues. He has RICO issues. He has so many different issues that Diddy's dealing with. This is going, they had said that his trial should only be about 2 to 3 weeks. You would think that it'd be like YSL if it's a RICO. But if they attach someone's name that's no longer here, Diddy's in trouble. If they attach somebody's name that's no longer here, Diddy's in trouble. And if there's allegation that if anybody ever got a testing of, if anybody ever exited there and took the pop and got it tested, if anybody ever left there, went to the hospital, and their DNA from him is on them, baby, we're talking big trouble. Hello, welcome. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here, where you're watching from. We're talking Diddy, the lawsuits. We're doing a general update. And we're wondering why a lot of these famous people are complicit. Why is his celebrity friends complicit? Okay, so now there's an update. Let me see. No, you guys, you gotta be kidding me. It's and that might be to where it'll affect their body. Hold on. Diddy former party planner says female guests at his FO's parties were weighed to make sure they were under 140 pounds. What? Why would you need to make sure they're under 140 pounds? I'll definitely get into that. So you're spiking, and then you're allegedly weighing women to make sure they're under 140 pounds. So what? The effect of what is being given to them will take full effect? Or Diddy was just worried about the optics of it all. Diddy's alleged former event planner recently detailed strict guidelines in regards to what women were facing in attending the freak-offs. In an interview with the Post on October 29th, the unidentified woman claimed Diddy, the 54-year-old, required women guests to look a certain way and be a certain weight at these celebrity parties. Baby, they would have to do weigh-ins. The girls would have to be young and hot. So they said that there was always a scale nearby. What? The number was 140 pounds. But if the girl was really tall, they would use their discretion. She had claimed that she had worked there between 2004 and 2005. You couldn't have flab or cellulite. Couldn't have flab, couldn't have cellulite, and couldn't have a lot of piercings and tattoos. She said there was a dress code, no pants, no jeans, no flat shoes. Every girl basically had to wear a dress, a party dress, or very, very, very short shorts. Just a little bit to cover the buttocks. Like I said to y'all, I'm wondering, what did the chef know? What did the catering people know? What did the landscapers know? What did his driver know? Don't think that all these people ain't going to get pulled in. Diddy is facing a lot of SA allegations. Yeah. And some people are saying it's not about if he liked to be with the other, having a FO. Some people are just, they're not making no sense. It's just not the FOs. If he's putting alleged stuff in Coca-Cola bottles for young children, if he's spiking drinks, if he's spiking even men's drinks, you got to remember, last week I talked about how some of these famous men drinks were spiked too. And luckily their bodyguard or their assistant was with them to get them out of there. So there may be other celebrities we might hear about, but they may not sue. We already heard yesterday in regards to Cassie's hairstylist, and she also worked with Kim. We already talked about this earlier in the video. We talk hot topics, trending topics. The federal agency launches an investigation in regards to the jail that he's being held. Watch the play. They're basically trying to get him transferred. If they can find that it's not suitable, that's probably what they're trying to do. They're trying to get him transferred into a jail where he can get more computer access so he can work on his defense. That's what's happening. Like the video, like the video. Thanks for being here, everyone. We have about 405 in. If I could please get 400 people to subscribe. We're trying to get to 32K. We're trying to get to 32K. But yeah, this is a concern. This is a concern. The women had to be weighed in. They had to be under 140 pounds. You had to look a certain way, be a certain way. Wowee. Like the video, like the video. Let's see, where are the likes at? We're at 51 likes. Can we please get the likes to 100? Double tap the screen, hit the thumbs up above the video, below the video. Press 3 if you knew where you're watching from. Press 3 if you knew where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here. Oh my goodness. Like we had mentioned, whether one of the latest civil lawsuits in regards to a 17-year-old, he SA'd him. The allegations was placed in it was around 2008. It was in regards to a 3-day audition. He had tried out for making the band. So we got the 10-year-old situation and we got the person in regards to making the band. So there was 2 lawsuits basically dropped yesterday. Like the video, like the video. I thank everyone for being here. I appreciate everyone for being here. I mean, some are saying, did y'all know that he's being constantly evaluated by doctors? Because you got to remember, a man that does whatever, whomever, however, you're on something, you're getting away with stuff, it seems like you have a concern with, taken advantage of, alleged. Like I said, a judge, jury is going to have to decide. With him being on lockdown, it's probably a shock to his mind and his system that he's not in control. You're not controlling the jail. You're not controlling security. You're not controlling, you get 3 showers a week. You're not controlling the meals. It's a shock to him that he can't control nothing but just being in that cell. Like the video, like the video. Did y'all hear about the Tory Lanez situation? Tory Lanez is upset with his former lawyer, basically saying he paid the money and then she allegedly walked away from him. And I guess the lawyer is saying, you tried this before. I did what I had to do regarding your case. Tory Lanez feels that, you know, his case and trial, and allegedly in regards to the Tory Lanez case, they're saying certain stuff is missing. What was presented at his court hearing is now missing. And whatever happened to the Tory Lanez driver? Why was he delayed from going into court? And then when he did get to court to testify or do whatever, it was too late. The Tory Lanez stuff is interesting, y'all. The Tory Lanez stuff is interesting. It is. Go back and listen to some of their when they're interviewing with the police. Yeah, this I can't confirm or deny what happened with Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion, but it's interesting that she's who she's with now. I'll just say it that way. Yep. And did Kylie ever take the stand in regards to Tory Lanez? Did we ever hear Kylie sit down with the police department? Hello? You had the party, but I don't recall Kylie ever speaking or testifying or hitting the stand. I don't recall anybody ever saying anything about her testimony. And go back to listen to Kelsey's sitting down with the police department. Go back and listen to that. I already played it several times. So prayers go out to Tory Lanez. I did a few videos in regards to Tory Lanez, but you got to be careful who you associate yourself with. Remember, Tory Lanez didn't want to sign with Roc Nation. Remember the video when his dad spoke out? Like the video, like the video. There's about 355 in. If I can please get 355 to subscribe to the page. We're trying to get to 32K. Thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate it. We're almost there, you guys. We're almost at 32K. And like I said, my page had 3,000 subscribers last month. So I've been working hard. Y'all can hear it in my voice. I'm almost tired. I don't know if I can see you guys' comments from here. Like the video, like the video. Press 3 if you're new where you're watching from. Press 3 if you're new where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here. Let me see. Okay, now I can see y'all comments. Like the video, like the video. Press 3 if you're new where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here. Let's see. Sorry. Yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. We're just waiting to hear what celebrity has something to do with X, Y, or Z. And now to hear that they had a dress code and a woman can only be 140 pounds and they kept a scale nearby. So when the trial happens, we're going to hear who did the scale, who invited people from outside to inside. Because remember, there was a young lady that did an interview. Yeah, the Cassie thing was the saddest thing. So sad. And think about it. R.I.P. to Kim Porter. If Kim Porter was here, her and Cassie's situation might be very, very similar or concerning. But that's the biggest thing. Where's Kim Porter's tablet? Where's Kim Porter's phone? Where's the video of what happened to Kim Porter days before? Who was near her, by her? Like the video, like the video. There's about 430 in. Can I please get the likes to 100? Double tap the screen. It's free to subscribe, and it's free to hit the like button. Welcome, Alaska. Yeah, R.I.P. to Kim Porter. And will any of the Kim Porter stuff come up in the trial? Will people that's been subpoenaed talk about working with Kim, what they noticed with Kim, working with Diddy, what they noticed in regards to Diddy, Cassie? Good afternoon, St. Louis. Press 3 if you're new where you're watching from. Press 3 if you're new where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here where you're watching from. Welcome back, Texas. Welcome. This has been a good live, you guys. We've gone over a lot of information. We talked about a lot of different clips. If you're just now coming in, let me see if there's one I want to play in regards to what happened yesterday in regards to the facility being, let me turn this down. I'm going to play a clip again in regards to what happened at the facility. Hold on one second. Like the video. Thanks for being here, everyone. There's about 400 in the building. If I could please get 400 people to please subscribe. We're trying to get to 32K.
Detention center in Brooklyn housing Sean Diddy Combs.
No jail or prison is expected to be a 5-star hotel. We know that, but it's not supposed to be a house of horrors either.
Yeah, the troubled and violent Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn housing Sean Diddy Combs raided by the feds today. They're investigating poor conditions, rampant drug smuggling, mounting violence, and repeated inmate deaths.
Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles live at the scene in Sunset Park with what's really going on. Darla.
Well, Bill, the Bureau of Prisons will only say this is an interagency operation to maintain a safe environment, but sources tell ABC News that inmates are not the target, and attorneys who've been seeing clients here for years say the timing is very curious.
None of these issues are revelations that all of a sudden, oh my goodness, we need to go and address them.
Early Monday morning, staffers at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn met by dozens of federal agents and drug-sniffing dogs in search of any illegal items being smuggled inside.
One is left to wonder, is it the publicity?
So, is something going on since he's been there? Or are they doing, like I said, an investigation because his lawyer's trying to get him transferred? Watch the play. I can't recall when they've ever done this type of investigation. Remember, this same prison didn't have heat one winter for almost a week.
From those of notoriety, those well-known that are trying to get out of there.
I'm going to try and minimize the amount of time he spends in very, very difficult and I believe inhumane housing conditions.
Sean Combs and crypto mogul Sam Bankman-Fried are currently being held at MDC in Sunset Park, but it's where other high-profile inmates like R. Kelly
spends in very...
So, he does have a roommate, you guys. I can't only imagine what that roommate is going to know, what he's heard. Could you imagine being his roommate? Oh, my goodness. No, thank you.
Very difficult and I believe inhumane housing conditions.
Sean Combs and crypto mogul Sam Bankman-Fried are currently being held at MDC in Sunset Park, but it's where other high-profile inmates like R. Kelly, Michael Cohen, Fetty Wap, and Farmer Bro Martin Scarelli were lodged at one point in time.
There is constant violence. I have with me right now memo after memo after memo as to lockdowns. I can't tell you how many times I go to visit a client and I'm turned away because there's either an emergency count or there's an emergency lockdown.
In September, 9 inmates at MDC were indicted for violent crimes, including 2 murders inside the facility. 7 staff members have been arrested on a range of crimes from accepting bribes to providing contraband in the last 5 years. And just 2 weeks ago, federal prosecutors announced a Queens murder-for-hire plot that was orchestrated from inside of MDC using an illegal cell phone that was captured on surveillance video back in December 2023. And
so not only are they being investigated, they almost have to clean up the spot and the jail, because what's going to happen is we don't want a situation where the judge has to redo the case. I'm trying to think of what that is. So Diddy's lawyer's doing everything he can to get him transferred. And if there is stuff that's happening where he can't get in to speak with him, and they're trying to prepare for another bail, or if he can't get in to speak with him, they're trying to do everything they can to get him transferred so he can speak with him. So there's laws and procedures. Diddy's lawyer's working hard. Make no mistake, he's working hard. And if there was a tip and there's concerns there, you got to remember, it's being alleged some of the security guards got in trouble for bringing things in as well.
in 2019, the Department of Justice sought an investigation into a power and heat outage at MDC that lasted more than a week in the dead of winter.
I visit clients at other federal facilities, and I don't see this.
Now, this interagency operation could last for several days. Reporting live in Sunset Park.
So it's not over. It wasn't a one-day thing. So they're doing their due diligence to see what they need to do about where he's housed at. But don't think that Diddy's lawyer's not trying to get him moved. Like the video, like the video. There's about almost 500 in the building. If I could please get about 450 to please subscribe. Continue to hit the like button, you guys. Continue to hit the like button. It pushes me out into the algorithm.
Detention center in Brooklyn this morning for a safety operation. Chopper 2 captured various agencies on the ground, including the Federal Bureau of Prisons, the Department of Justice, and the Office of the Inspector General. Sean Diddy Combs is currently being held there on sex trafficking charges. A law enforcement spokesman tells us the operation was planned but offered no other specifics. The Metropolitan Detention Center has faced scrutiny over poor conditions, including violence and staffing shortages.
So yeah, they got issues there. Let me see. Like the video, like the video. Like the video. Like the video, like the video. Thanks for being here, everyone. We're doing a breakdown of what happened in regards to the jail and what
New allegations of sexual assault
and what was going on. Like the video, like the video. And don't forget to subscribe, you guys. If you've already subscribed, thank you. Let's continue to hit the like button. We're at 62 likes. Let's get the likes to 100. Let's get the likes to 100. Okay, let me go through. I just told y'all it's being alleged that a past party planner said that there used to have to be a weight requirement. So that's pressure there. There's a concern in regards to him and the making of the band. There's a concern with regards. The youngest we've heard is 10. Last week it was 13. Now there's a situation in regards to the 17-year-old in regards to making the band. And now also we're hearing from the Jasmine brand that there wasn't a weight requirement. Now, in regards to the party planner, she said she never stayed around for the late night FOs. It basically said, I never stayed around for the FOs. I had no idea that these girls were expected to have, with people. But see, how do you not know? People talk. The industry talk. I can't say that people are able to get away with like they didn't know. It was almost like don't ask, don't tell at times. And the young lady saying she was really young. And then she thought that they were asking about the age because she was thinking it had something to do with the drinking laws. Baby. They were saying they weren't checking the women's IDs. And like I said, there was an alleged dress code. I mean, we're going to hear more people come out. Like the video, like the video. We got 418 in. If I could please get 400 people to subscribe. We're trying to get to 32K. We're trying to get to 32K. If you already subscribed, thank you. Like I said, what did the driver know? What did the security guards know? The current security guards. We seen that the older security guards were speaking up and speaking out. They weren't scared to speak up. They were not scared to speak up. Now, we haven't heard anything in regards to his new security people, that's walking around with the children, taking them to court and stuff. Like the video, like the video. And I'm wondering if Usher's going to have to take the stand, and I'm wondering if Justin's going to have to take the stand. I'm wondering if French Montana's going to have to take the stand. I'm wondering if DJ Khaled's going to have to take the stand. Yeah, that's true. Every prison do have issues, for sure. For sure. For sure. Like the video, like the video. Press 3 if you knew where you're watching from. Press 3 if you knew where you're watching from. And press 5 if you've been here and where you're watching from. Yeah, the industry always knew. And it's like, if what's being alleged, how could Justin continue to stay around him? How could Usher continue to stay around him? How could DJ Khaled continue to stay around him? How could Steve Harvey want his daughter dating him? Good morning, Luke. Good afternoon, Louisiana. Press 3 if you knew where you're watching from. Press 3 if you knew where you're watching from. Let's continue to get the likes up, everyone. We're at 65 likes. Let's get the likes to 100. Double tap the screen. Hit the thumbs up above the video or below the video. Holly Weird is weird. And that's what these people get. You got all these great brand deals. You went from not having hardly any money to where you're about to lose it because you wanted to be at these FOs. Let's get the likes to 100. Double tap the screen. Hit the thumbs up above the video, below the video. Continue to push me onto the algorithm. And thanks for being here, everyone. Let me see if there's any more hot news, trending news of what's going on. It's concerning when it comes to the children part of it. It's concerning about the women part of it. Do y'all remember? It's being alleged that Chris... Good morning, Paris. Good morning, Paris. Let me... Hold on one second. Good morning, everyone. Hold on one second. I got to take this. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on one second, you guys.
Detention center in Brooklyn housing Sean Diddy Combs raided by the feds today. They're investigating poor conditions, rampant drug smuggling, mounting violence, and repeated inmate deaths.
Eyewitness News reporter Darla Moss live at the scene in Sunset Park with what's really going on here.
Well, Bill, the Bureau of Prisons will only say this is an interagency operation to maintain a safe environment, but sources tell ABC News that inmates are not the target, and attorneys who've been seeing clients here for years say the timing is very curious.
None of these issues are revelations that all of a sudden, oh my goodness, we need to go and address them.
Early Monday morning, staffers at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn met by dozens of federal agents and drug-sniffing dogs in search of any illegal items being smuggled inside.
One is left to wonder, is it the publicity, from those of notoriety, those well-known that are trying to get out of there?
I'm going to try and minimize the amount of time he spends in very, very difficult and I believe inhumane housing conditions.
Sean Combs and crypto mogul Sam Bankman-Fried are currently being held at MDC in Sunset Park, but it's where other high-profile inmates like R. Kelly, Michael Cohen, Fetty Wap, and farmer bro Martin Scarelli were lodged at one point in time.
There is constant violence. I have with me right now memo after memo after memo as to lockdowns. I can't tell you how many times I go to visit a client and I'm turned away because there's either an emergency count or there's an emergency lockdown.
In September, 9 inmates at MDC were indicted for violent crimes, including 2 murders inside the facility. 7 staff members have been arrested on a range of crimes from accepting bribes to providing contraband in the last 5 years. And just 2 weeks ago, federal prosecutors announced a Queens murder-for-hire plot that was orchestrated from inside of MDC using an illegal cell phone that was captured on surveillance video back in December 2023.
Like the video, like the video. Good morning, Paris. How are you? I hope all is well. I hope all is well, Paris. We've been live for a minute, Paris. Let me see. Let me see. I'm trying to see. Wait a minute. I was trying to see what you said. Everyone say good morning. Good afternoon to Paris. She's one of my faves. Hello. Good morning. Wow. Yeah. 360 something was watching. And yeah, we only had that many likes. I know. Surely not enough. Let's hit the like button. Tell them, Paris. Get on them, Paris. I'm telling you, they're going to make me not let the show go until after like 30 minutes. But we do have a lot of people in the building, though. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm wondering... I don't think I muted my friend just now. A lot of people don't know what I do. I don't think I just muted my friend just now. So when I get off the live, they're going to be like, you want to tell me something? I never thought about how knowledgeable you are about the news and what's going on. Now it's making sense. Woo-wee. Yeah. Paris, we were talking about the industry people not speaking up, not speaking out. If the allegations are true, they're even more concerned about who his friends are. I thought about that this morning. Remember how we saw that video of him asking the 13-year-old out? He was basically asking her out. You going to attend the party? He was basically asking her out. So in regards to the court case, these attorneys are flipping out because all these resurfaced videos of what he's done. A lot of these attorneys are flipping. His attorney has to be flipping out. So we got to watch the play, because there's going to be distractions they're doing because they don't want us talking about, and they're trying to put a gag order in regards to people speaking out, any more leaks, because what we don't want, we don't want a mistrial. I can tell you that. Like the video, press 3 if you knew where you're watching from. Press 3 if you knew where you're watching from. Jeez, oh Pete's. Why you keep getting a bunch of stuff in your feed? I don't know. I mean, the biggest thing is we've heard that there's 120 alleged lawsuits that's coming out. Yeah, please no mistrial. I couldn't imagine, Paris. I couldn't imagine. I could not imagine. So what the judge basically said, the attorney, basically no more interviews. Y'all need to make sure there's no more leaks, because you have to remember the New York Post, because we got to remember some of these sources was saying they wanted the videos, remember? Oh, we want to see the videos. We'll buy the videos. Y'all can't be buying videos. Don't share the videos. My page, I don't want to know who's in the videos if I find out through the trial. Don't send me nothing. Don't send me no still shots. Nope. I'll wait to the trial. And then we can't be saying people's names that we don't know that's in videos. You know what I mean? So whoever was taped in some of these videos, it's going to be concerned. Yep. His friends should go down right along with him. I wonder how many friends going to be up in the jail cell with him. Yeah, I just thought about that. How many friends going to be in the same facility or a different facility? Who going to get hauled off and be locked up next? This person said, what the heck we doing? Press 3 if you knew where you're watching from. Press 3 if you knew where you're watching from. Welcome. Come on in, everybody. Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. Whoever's like a junior, a Diddy Jr. Remember how Bow Wow said, oh, it's so quiet. Yeah, it need to be quiet right now, Bow Wow. These celebrities are freaking out because some of them don't know what they did because they might have took a sip of these white parties. You got to remember, these are not the only white parties. Watch the play. Keep an eye on that too. You know what I'm saying? There's other white parties that's going on. There's other white parties that's going on. And I'm wondering if we're going to hear stuff that happens in the NFL, the, NBA. We saw that the guy from wrestling, he got his own issues. These celebrities, when they get big money, they act like they can do whatever and they almost break the law. And guess what? A lot of these celebrities are finding out you break the law, they're going to get you. They're going to get you. You're going to be on lockdown. And then you may not get bail. You may not get bonded out. He presented a lot. Both his packages got denied. I still have to watch my girl. Sometimes there's a legal page. She's not a lawyer, but she give a lot of good TTT. And she breaks down what's actually currently happened regarding the law documents. And they probably hate that she doing that because they want to keep that sealed. So every 2-3 days, I'll watch her. And I take in about a good 10 minutes of this person, that person, then I move on with my day. Oh, what's going on in this video? They partying. People think that Diddy's on a treadmill, but he's not. Try not to mention other people in my chat. Try not to mention, because people say that sometimes people don't be telling all. Yeah, try not to mention people in my chat. They do what they do over there. I do what I do over here. Yeah. And a lot of people don't normally mention people in my chat when I think about it. Mm-hmm. Watch that play because they like taking people's content. Yep, I said it. I'll see certain stuff and they were live 5 hours ago and then they did the same old, and they don't like giving credit. So, yeah, try not to mention people in my chat. And people do their own thing, you know? People do their own thing. I kind of keep to myself. I don't think you'll ever connect me and see me on somebody else's channel. I'm very kind, very considerate. But then when you also see a lot of channels have like 3 or 4 people, then all of a sudden it's only 2. Yeah. Yeah, I don't do celebrity, I don't do YouTube beefs. I don't have time for it. I don't have time for it. Yep. I keep to myself for a reason. My personality don't like issues and drama. Yeah. Like the video, press 3 if you knew where you're watching from. Press 3 if you knew where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here before and where you're watching from. Yeah, if you guys are just now coming in, we just looked at an article that one of the party planners stated that they have to have like a weight requirement. Yeah. And I'm wondering what's going to happen with J-Lo. If y'all did not know, her ex is speaking out. You know, did Jen and Ben go through a divorce because Ben kept hearing, you know, J-Lo being mentioned in the media in regards to that club situation? Nas has spoke out. 50 Cent has tried to speak out. His bodyguards. That's the one thing. Can y'all say this? Can y'all tell me this? Why has he ever sent a cease and desist to any of his ex-bodyguards to shut them up? He hasn't, right? His ex-bodyguard has been speaking out for the last 3 years. And Roger Bond's been speaking out for the last almost year. Yeah. Haven't y'all ever wondered why he never sent a cease and desist for his bodyguards to be quiet? He probably couldn't make them be quiet because they probably didn't sign an NDA back then. Hello, Texas. Press 3 if you knew where you're watching from. Press 3 if you knew where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here. Don't forget to subscribe to the page, you guys. We're trying to get to 32K. We have about 300 in. If I get all 300 to subscribe, we'll get to 32K. We're trying to get to 32K. Let's get the likes up. We're at 77. Let's get the likes to 100. Double tap the screen. Hit the like above the video, below the video. To hit the like button is free, free, free. To subscribe is free, free, free. Any super chats are welcome. Any memberships are welcome. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to end it there. So copyright disclaimer, under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. I'm just double checking to see if there's any other news I need to address or we need to talk about. But I'll do a deeper dive. I'm surprised that more people that worked for him aren't speaking up and speaking out. But I'm sure we'll hear more about it. Did y'all hear that guy at that Trump rally? He made the most inappropriate jokes about his friend being there, an African-American guy, a watermelon. He was talking about Puerto Rico. He's being dragged right now. Did y'all see that Dwayne Wade statue? Let me know what y'all think about the Dwayne Wade statue. It did not look like Dwayne at all. And I saw a video where it looked like Dwayne Wade was there consulting with them. Why would he not speak up that statue didn't look like him? I don't understand that. Let's talk Nick Cannon. Baby, let's talk Nick. Why does Nick continue to talk about Mariah? Why can't Nick move on? Have y'all ever noticed Nick needs to stop talking about Mariah? He needs to move on. He do. Every 4 to 6 months, he's talking about Mariah. Let's play this clip.
But
going to myself with that pressure of who am I? Yeah, because I got married in my 20s still. You know what I mean? To the big.
Every 6 months he talk about Mariah. He don't talk about his other baby mamas.
And then hers, she's already in a different stratosphere. So I would lay up at night thinking like, is this who I am? Am I Mariah's man? Is that what my life is supposed to be? There's nothing wrong with it.
I understand it though. Like it's like,
and I got really comfortable in it. She got islands, and I'm waking up at noon, and people bringing me steaks on a platter. And I'm like. This ain't the different version of yourself.
Exactly. This ain't the kid. I can't go provide. I can't go hunt. That's who I am. I want to hunt. But
they say Nick ain't got nothing else to talk about, so he continues to talk about Mariah. If I was Mariah, I would send Nick Cannon a cease and desist. Stop talking about me every 6 months. Move on. Talk about your other baby mamas. Something ain't right with Nick. He had all them kids. Every 6 months, he's talking about Mariah. Go back and look at it. Every 6 months. She'll never take me back. I got too many kids. Now he talk about, is this really my life? What? Every 6 months. He's doing skits with one of his baby mamas. He does little skits with one of his baby mamas. So why every... And Nick says he's in counseling at least twice a week. I think he misses her. He misses that lifestyle. And they were able to do things together. But now he has to hold down 12 kids. No, Mariah don't want you back.
Then when you have children. And
12 children.
The hierarchy of just your man is like, wait, I'm carrying a purse, the diaper bag, I'm standing on the corner, she rocking being all the alpha that she is.
By the way, she deserves it.
And she did. I believe she needs a dude like that.
Yeah,
I'm just not that dude, And her and I never had problems. Yeah, never argued, never even with me struggling in this space. Yeah, she was like, she's so understanding and so evolved and lives in her own world. That's the thing, when someone has their own world, like you said, their own scope, their own bubble, and you got to be a participant in that. You know what I mean? Like I'm a main character, and I was getting mad at myself. It was like,
yeah, he still love her, but he need to move on. It's weird that every 6 months you talk about Mariah more so than you talk about your businesses. It's weird. I used to be, down for Nick, but Nick now weird. You got all these kids, you got all these broken homes, and you're talking about your ex-marriage. He don't even talk about dealing with, and that's why he do it. Nick is talking about Mariah because he don't want to be asked about the other baby mamas. Nick talks about Mariah because he don't want to talk about the other baby mamas. Well, how much time do you spend with this one? How much quality time do you spend with this one? How often are you still sleeping with this one and this one? Nick got issues. Some will say, why have all these children and you're breaking up all these homes? And then last year he was saying he was stretched thin. He's almost stretched in and stressed out. Well, you did it, sir. And now every 6 months. Yeah, he probably do love her. But Nick need help. He already talked about how many times he in counseling. That's just weird. It's weird.
And myself, it was like muscle atrophy. I'm like, I had a gut. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was like, I'm not being the dude that God put me on this earth to be. Yeah. But going to myself with that pressure of, who am I? Yeah. Because, I got married in my 20s still, you know what I mean, to the biggest star in the world. And my trajectory was here, and then hers, she's already in it.
Yeah, Mariah big grown. Mariah had issues in her other marriage. Ooh, I want to talk about that, what she experienced. So for her to date a Nick, interesting. He continue. Watch, in another 6 months, he gonna talk about her because he don't want, and how much time he's spending, how he's spending it, who he's really dating. Nick don't want to talk about that. Watch the play. I've been watching Nick. Go back 6 months ago. He was talking about, probably even 3 months ago, if I could only. She don't want to fool with me. I got all these kids. No, sir, she don't. And remember, he used to talk about Mariah even on Wild and Out. He used to mention her all the time.
Stratosphere. So, I would
I'm wondering how she feels about it. Because even last Christmas, Mariah and my daughter, he don't do that with the other baby mamas and what they've achieved. My daughter got on stage. I was so proud, dot, 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 dot. Now, I don't think Mariah's dating anybody. And they're saying Mariah probably has the biggest masters of somebody that's still here. Clock that T. Yeah. We've lost a lot of greats.
At night thinking like, is this who I am? Am I Mariah's man?
Yeah.
Is that what my life is supposed to be? There's nothing wrong with it.
I understand it though. Like, it's like,
and I got really comfortable in it.
So why isn't he talking about, I'm sorry, Paris. I know. Press 3 if you knew where you're watching from. Press 3 if you knew where you're watching from. I'm glad I saw the clip because I probably would have had to do a separate video about Nick. And is Nick cool with Diddy and Usher too? I'm trying to bring it full circle. I'm trying to think if Nick is cool with Diddy and Usher, or has he separated himself? I don't know if I've seen. I don't know. But wait a minute. He has said he was cool with, and what he's seen is concerns about Cassie. It's coming to me. And I'm trying to think if he knew about the FOs and what he said about that. Let's continue. Press 3 if you knew where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here before. Like the video. Continue to subscribe, everyone. Let's go with the video. Let's continue with the video. We have about 325 in. If I can please get 300 people to please subscribe. We're trying to get to 32K.
She got islands. And I'm waking up at noon and people bringing me steaks on a platter. And I'm like, this ain't the
version of yourself. Exactly. I can't go provide. I can't go hunt.
He probably misses her because Mariah had her own. Now he's probably more so the provider of all these other women. Some of them have really good jobs though. I think the one girl is a real estate agent. She's on that one show. Have a good day, Paris. Have a good day.
I am. I want to hunt.
And then when you have children and the hierarchy of just your man is like, wait, I'm carrying a purse, the diaper bag, I'm standing on the corner. She rocking being all the alpha that.
And he seems like a good dad, though. He definitely tries to be a good dad. And the moms have to be put on a calendar if there's something going on. Yeah, they have to call the assistant to be put on a calendar.
By the way, she deserves it.
And she did. I believe she needs a dude like that.
Yeah.
I'm just not that dude, And her and I never had problems.
Yeah.
Never argued. Never even with me struggling in this space.
Yeah.
She was like, she's so understanding and so evolved and lives in her own world. That's the thing. When someone has their own world, like you said, their own scope, their own bubble, and you got to be a participant in that. You know what I mean? Like I'm a main character, and I was getting mad at myself. It was like muscle atrophy. I'm like, I had a gut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, it was like I'm not being the dude that God put me on this earth to be.
Yeah. So wish your Nick well. Like the video. There's about 300 and something in. Can I please get 300 people to subscribe and thank you? Let me know where you're watching from. We're almost at 100 likes, you guys. Let's get the likes up. We're almost at 100 likes. Double tap the screen. Hit the thumbs up above the video, below the video. We're almost at 100. Let's get to 100 likes, you guys. We're at 84. Let's get to 100 likes. Double tap the screen. Hit the thumbs up above the video, below the video. I'm wondering if they removed the double tapping though. We're at 85 likes. Let's get the likes to 100. Double tap, hit the thumbs up above the video, below the video. I'm wondering if they removed that feature where you can double tap. We're at 85 likes. Let's get the likes to 100. We're at 85 likes. Can I please give some more likes? Double tap the screen, hit the thumbs up above the video, below the video. We're almost been live for almost 2 hours. And then I saw that Nick Cannon thing, and I you know, if you don't catch all my lives, I do a lot of shorts that talk about hot topics, trending topics. So I don't just cover Diddy. I talk about a lot of hot topics, trending topics. Social media is reacting in regards to Krishan Rock and her sister. That's all alleged. I'm not even gonna go into that. I guess Blueface mentioned something about him trying to get out. Like the video, like the video. Let me see it. Let me do hot topics, trending topics real quick. But if you don't catch my full live, I do a lot of shorts as well, breaking down a lot of information. Yeah, many people are talking about these freak offs with Diddy. Let me see. Let me see. I want to go here. Okay. Hold on one second. Yeah, there's a lot going on in regards to people talking about Kamala. She did an interview with Shannon Sharpe. I played a small clip of that in regards to Kamala speaking with Shannon Sharpe. Let me see. Did you guys check that video out with Kamala and Shannon Sharpe? And did you like the interview? Did she answer the question? Many people don't like that Kamala don't answer questions. That's the biggest complaint. Let me see. We talked about the Tory Lanez fighting back claims. And allegedly, there's alleged evidence that's missing. So Tory has an uphill battle. If you did not know, Chris Brown is being alleged having a SA concern. Chris Brown is having issue where a young lady's complaining she got attacked at one of Diddy's yacht parties. We'll have to do a deep dive in regards to that too. Let me see. No. Okay. Orlando Brown is walking around calling himself Diddy. Did y'all see that? Yeah, Orlando Brown caught roaming Atlanta streets claiming he's Diddy. Something's not right with Orlando Brown. I don't know what it is, but I don't know why he talks the way he talks. I don't get it. I don't get it. And did y'all hear that Chad Ochocinco, him and his girl broke up? We talked about that. Yep. Oh, oh my goodness. Yeah, his girlfriend is saying a lot. His ex-girlfriend is saying a lot. She confirms her split with Chad Ochocinco. And then I guess his ex-girlfriend is saying, stop tagging me in post. Chad Ochocinco been with his baby mama, that one young lady, for a while. Remember he liked to do her nails to save money so he didn't have to pay for it? Kim Kardashian's calling to free the Mendez brothers. She liked to attach herself to stuff that's trending. I said it before. Kim's team told her what was going on, and she attached herself to that for sure. Don't think that there wasn't talks about it. Don't think that there wasn't talks about it, and she just attached her name 2 months before. Like the video, like the video. Like the video. Thanks for being here, everyone. Let me see. Let's get the likes up. Please don't forget to subscribe to the page. We're trying to get to 32K. We're trying to get to 32K. So if I can please get 200 people to subscribe, and thank you. We'll do a deep dive at some point in regards to the Chris Brown situation and the alleged allegations. And this is the other thing. Famous celebrities are going to have their own lawsuits if they had SA issues. And that's what we're seeing. That's what we're seeing. Let's get the likes up. Where we at? We're at 88 likes. Let's get the likes up to 100. Double tap the screen. Hit the thumbs up above the video, below the video. Let's get the likes to 100. Double tap the screen. Hit the thumbs up above the video, below the video. Let's get the likes to 100. Let's get the likes to 100. We're at 89 likes. Thank you, you guys. We're almost there. We're at 89 likes. We're at 89 likes. Some people just be paying attention to the show and they don't think about hitting the like button. We're at 91 likes. Let's get the likes up. Double tap the screen, and thank you everyone for supporting me and hitting the like button. And thank you for all that subscribed today. I do see that the numbers have gone up, but we definitely want to hit 32K. We're at 91 likes. We're at 92 likes. Continue to hit the like button, everyone. I thank you all for supporting me and hitting the like button. Let's get the likes to 100. Yeah, they're saying Chris is going to have issues. I think he was trying to, one city was trying to ban him from coming there to have a concert. Kim's not a lawyer. Kim wanted to be a lawyer, but Kim's not a lawyer. We're at 94 likes. Continue to hit the like button. We're almost there at 100. Let's get the likes to 100. Let's get the likes to 100. We're at 94 likes. Continue to hit the like button, you guys, and please continue to subscribe. And if you've already subscribed, thank you. Press 3 if you knew where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here. Let's continue to hit subscribe so that way we can get to 32K. We're at 95 likes. Thank you, everyone. Continue to hit the like button. We've talked about a lot of topics, trending topics. If you're just now coming in, his daughters are talking about and going to homecoming, praying for his children, period. I mean, it can't be easy. I'll play this clip until we get the likes to 100. We're almost there. We're almost there. Let's get the likes to 100, you guys. We're at 95.
Election alert. Election day is on.
We're at 95. Let's get the likes to 100. We're at 95 likes. Continue to double tap the screen, hit the thumbs up above the video, below the video.
Holmes' twin daughters Jessie and Delilah stepping out for homecoming.
Like the video, like the video.
Jessie and Delilah stepping out for homecoming as their father remains behind bars.
Here's the behind the scenes.
Their big brother Christian sharing this video of the 17-year-olds getting ready for their big night.
Queens. Homecoming queens. Sheesh, I look good.
Kimora Lee Simmons, who was best friends with their late mother Kim Porter, and Kimora's eldest daughter Ming Lee, also by the girls' side, posting snaps of them in their matching red dresses. Kimora writing in the caption, "My beautiful babies."
What you're seeing here is probably our normal dynamic of life.
Along with Christian, Delilah and Jessie's brothers Quincy and Justin were also there. Kimora sharing this sweet pic of all the siblings.
That's nice that Kimora Lee still is there. She was very close to Kim Porter. RIP to Kim Porter. It's nice that she's still there supporting the girls the best way she can and how she can. What does Kimora Lee know? You know what I mean?
Jurors are going to want to see that Diddy has the support of his family, and I expect those kids to be sitting behind him every day of trial. And of course, we know that jurors are ordinary people and they can't help but follow the news. So to the extent that potential jurors can see that family support, that's helpful as well.
Diddy's been in jail since September 16th. After being arrested for multiple allegations of abuse, he was charged with racketeering and sex trafficking claims, but maintains his innocence.
He believes he's innocent. I believe he's innocent, and we're going to fight this case with all of our might until we don't have to fight any longer.
Earlier this month, a source told ET, being in jail has been a scary situation for Diddy and his
children. You guys have any comments? With their dad in jail, our source says the family's been leaning on each other and trusted friends. It's a very tight circle at this point, and they have been careful about who they speak to.
Combs abused.
They got to be careful. If those phone calls are factual and Diddy is really telling his children, alleged, to get rid of things, that's going to be concerned if he involves his sons in anything at this point of him being locked up. If he involves his sons or children involved in anything with him being locked up, he almost wants them to join him. Allege. I'm hoping those phone calls from prison regarding him are not real. But if he's asking his children to do stuff and he's talking in code, don't think that they won't go after his children. He need to be very careful what he says on those phone calls. Period.
He and his children. You guys have any comments? With their dad in jail, our source says the family's been leaning on each other and trusted friends. It's a very tight circle at this point, and they have been careful about who they speak to.
Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires.
Diddy's been ordered to remain in prison until his federal trial is set for May 5th.
So like the video. Y'all let me know what y'all feel about the kids. Praying for his children, period. You know, being a parent, it's your responsibility to not get your children involved in your doings. That's the biggest thing. We saw when they were getting on the boats that he was taking their phones away. Your kids can't even have their phones or their tablets. You know, I think he would probably have like a photographer there. So if they wanted pictures, and they could probably share the pictures with the kids later, but he was taking his kids' phones. Now, I wonder if he got off the boat, went somewhere, his kids wouldn't even have their phones, but then security would be, there, but I don't know. That's a lot. Like the video. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Press 3 if you're new, where you're watching from. Press 5 if you've been here, where you're watching from. Yeah, it's concerning. The new lawsuits in regards to the 10-year-old, the new lawsuit in regards to the 17-year-old, the new allegations that the girls had to be a certain weight and they would keep a scale nearby. Concerning. Good morning, Pittsburgh. Well, good afternoon, Pittsburgh. Good afternoon, Chicago. Good afternoon, Washington. Welcome. Okay, you guys, I appreciate you all being here. I have to charge my tablet. I don't want it to die on me. So like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for getting the likes to 100. We've been live for 2 hours and 12 minutes. So we've been live for 2 hours. Thanks for being here, everyone. Thanks for being supportive. Thanks for being kind. Don't forget to subscribe. We got 240 something in the building. If I can get 200 people to subscribe, we're trying to get to 32K. I can see the numbers going up, so I can see that people are subscribing, and thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell. So thanks for being here, everyone. Focus on healthy, safe relationships. Be around people that's loving, kind, and respectful. Everyone, have a great day. Be blessed. Goodbye.